Welcome to Janna Talkss. It's been a minute. Not gonna lie, we've been super busy, but I'm hoping to get on track of things and film things for you guys soon. So we finally have a moment together.
That's right.
This is my special guest.
My name is Matthew.
Matthew,
I'm
my
Janna's
husband. Yeah, my special guest on today's podcast.
I would say my first appearance, but I made an appearance with you last time.
Yeah.
I was affiliated a little.
Yeah. So this time, I don't have my computer on me because we're just gonna have like a casual kind of conversation, sit down together, becoming someone's partner, like how that went, and kind of a bit about us and a bit of our love story, but mostly from Matthew's point of view because I'm going to be
my point of view.
kind of interviewing him. I kind of talked about us like a lot on this channel before. You can go look at those videos, and now we're gonna sit down and talk about it together and how we got to where we are right now a little bit, and talk about what it's like being in a relationship, like, before kids. We are trying outside again. There is a light, but I got a bracelet.
Citronella
A
bracelet to
citronella
hopefully
bracelet.
keep away some bugs.
And it's a reusable one. So we're going to test it out right now, see if it works. Also, my protector is here with me.
I will say the mosquito did just go for me, so like I feel like it's working already for you at least.
I don't know. My blanket was left outside, so I don't know what could be crawling in there. Anyways, we're just gonna forget about it.
Spider on the table.
Let's just get started, before the bugs get to me.
Yeah.
I love camping and things. I love being in nature. Just dislike bugs.
You get eaten alive by bugs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start the episode. So Matthew, this is so awkward for me.
Ask. Okay.
And how we became partners. How did it start? Like,
how did it start?
Yeah, where do you want to start? Do you want to start when you were working together?
Well, that's where it all starts.
Okay.
It starts when we were working together at Walmart.
Yeah.
In the garden center. And I started back in, what was it?
It was during COVID times still,
was
too.
It was 2021 or 22. 21 or 2020, I think. Because I was still working there in 22. It was around that time, because I left my other job around, like, when COVID was starting.
He worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, I was working at McDonald's. It was one of my first jobs. One of. I had jobs before that, but they were very different than McDonald's, I would say.
No, I don't think it's working. Anyways.
So I was working there. Lots was going on with my scheduling and availability. So then I wanted to find something a little bit more reliable. So I ended up applying to Walmart, since I worked in the Walmart building at the McDonald's anyways. It wasn't too big of a change, so it was nice to kind of make the change there and be in the garden center, be able to work outside, compared to being at a front counter all day talking to people. So it was a lot nicer and more enjoyable time showing up to work, that was for sure, especially about to work with you, so
yeah.
But I started in the garden center, and that's where I met you for the first time. I don't think I met you on my first shift.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I think it was a couple shifts in, when we were finally open and we were outside. I remember coming out and meeting you for the first time when we were out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big romantic person. I can't call myself a hopeless romantic anymore.
Not anymore.
But I used to call myself that, and Matthew would correct me in our relationship when I would say that. But it honestly felt like a rom-com for certain parts of our relationship, which it was a romantic comedy.
I know what a rom-com is.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm well aware.
But that's what I think of our relationship, to be honest. Because it's had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and like a roller coaster of feelings and things like a rom-com does, and a lot of funny, silly moments.
Yeah.
Still. But yeah, we did meet in the garden center. We
Yeah.
didn't see each other's faces.
No, we were still wearing
Yeah, we
masks.
were still wearing
We had to
masks.
wear those medical ones that are provided there.
Yeah, and we had to wear them outside
They
too.
were so
Yeah,
uncomfortable
we weren't allowed
though.
to
Oh,
wear
I
them.
hated those.
Yeah, so we had to wear
Honestly,
them
I
outside.
wore
Yeah.
like a material mask and then we put it on top because I just hated the feeling of those medical masks on my face. So I would be the double mask all day long outside, which
Yeah,
sucked.
which was scary because we all thought we were gonna get like a weird mask tan
Oh my
too.
god, mask tan or just heat stroke from having to breathe into a mask outside all day.
Yeah, because you also
That
had to wear
was
like a
rough.
hat or vest, and you
Yeah,
had to wear long pants and work boots. It was a whole thing. Like
yeah.
obviously safety things.
You want to know what's pretty nice though?
Yeah.
This so we worked in this garden center for at least 2 years together because
Mm.
we met the first year, but it was only the second year where I got forklift trained. So when I got forklift trained, I was able to go into the AC a little bit and I can get some air when I
Yeah.
was outside from the forklift, which was nice. So I would always sneak away to there and sneak away and find something to do with you to keep busy in the garden center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have fun hanging out with you at work. You definitely made my day when I would work with you. That's for sure.
Yeah, but the elephant is that Matthew was in a relationship when we
When I
met.
first started at
Yeah,
Walmart,
when we met.
yeah, when we met, but we weren't as close though when I was in a relationship.
No, we weren't close. Matthew's a very respectful man and
Yeah,
gentleman. But he was still like friends. We were still like friends. We didn't really talk or hang out then.
well, we didn't really talk outside of work or anything like
Yeah, we only started talking and hanging out when
not
it
as
was like
much.
our last year of working together at Walmart. Really?
Like we talked to each other and everything the first year in like the garden center, and like we were friends, but like we didn't like obviously like go and like hang out all the time, like go to bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That didn't come until after.
But I
But
didn't know Matthew was in a relationship when I met him, like the first day.
yeah,
But it was crazy to me. The first day I met him, I knew he was going to be someone like important in my life. So I met him in the garden center. And at the time, they like kept the bikes in the garden center. And honestly, it felt like something from a romantic novel, though, like to me, anyways.
yeah,
It was like we were by the hanging baskets.
okay.
This is like what I remember. This it's supposed to be from your point of view, but
No,
you
I want to hear what you remember.
okay.
I'm listening.
but,
We're
but
listening.
yeah, yeah. So we were by like the hanging baskets. You were watering the flowers because you always had to water the flowers at certain times of the day.
Yeah, you need to
Um,
do it like what when we're working there 3 times a day, right?
yeah, like
You
those
would do
shift
it.
rotations. Yeah.
Yeah, I lots of times I would close the garden center. I did a lot of closing, but then I also did like middays and like some mornings, mostly middays and like kind of nights and stuff I would do at the garden center personally.
Hmm.
But I mean, I enjoyed that. I opened it a few times though. I remember doing that. I know like just my availability at the time since I was like in school still and everything, I did a lot of nights when I
Yeah.
was there. A lot of nights. And then eventually once I like graduated and stuff and then was working 2 jobs, I was working full time and then was going to work part time at Walmart. So it got pretty busy pretty quick in that second year, that's for sure. Because I think the whole first year I was still in high school. I was still
Yeah.
working
Matthew's younger than me
by a year and a half.
by a year and a half, but
Jenna
when
likes to make this gap seem way bigger than it is.
okay.
She loves the fact that she's older than me. She's got a younger husband. She
No, I
loves
it's
that.
not that I love that.
Okay.
But it's the fact is that like people think he's older than me too is crazy. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is like I graduated before COVID. So I graduated 2 years before Matthew. That's like it makes a difference when you're
Because,
in school, but I think now it doesn't make a difference when you're in
no,
college.
no. I graduated 2021 from high school.
And I graduated 2019. So
So
it's like
it, it
it's a
is
little bit
very
of a
it
difference.
is very different because you got to graduate
Yeah.
before literally the whole world shut down and everything was in shambles,
Yeah.
which was really bad. I mean, like I didn't have a prom or a graduation like anyone else did. Even now, they're back into doing all of that stuff. But when I was going through, I got literally none of that. All the things I look forward to for graduation, all the things I look forward to for like going to college, none of that really existed. They didn't
Yeah.
have that going on
At your time.
at those times. It was just that's where the world was at, and unfortunately, I got the short end of the stick with kind of losing some experiences that way. I mean, I'm not too upset about too many things about it, like, but like,
I made him a surprise prom.
yeah, yeah, I did get a surprise prom, but that's when we were dating.
Yeah, we were
So that's
dating
going
then.
back like what a year, about in the first year that we started dating, I think
Yeah, it's
we
going
did
back
that.
3 years.
No, no, I'm saying going back like a year from like
All from being
from the
friends.
prom, from prom.
Yeah.
So it was like a couple years after.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
he graduated.
after I graduated a
I
little bit.
we only started hanging out when Matthew was 19.
Something like that. I mean, it was like I said, it was more
Excuse me.
so like the second year that we were working together in the garden center. But after like the first year, we would hang out and talk and everything. But it was very like kind of civil and like work oriented, I would say, right? And just like kind of getting to know each other and just like kind of talking very casually, I'd say,
Also,
right?
like, I'm just gonna say, like, I have a really big flirtatious
Mm,
personality.
do you? Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, I do.
I
Just check.
have a really big, like, flirtatious personality. Sometimes I don't do it intentionally. It's just like who I am.
hmm
Now I don't do it anymore because I've recognized that and I've like grown. But back then, I definitely was doing some things that I should not have been doing.
Oh, we want the tea.
No, I don't want to. I've grown a lot since we've started dating and since we were friends and before that too.
hmm
A completely different human being. But and also since having kids.
Yeah,
Crazy.
kids changes you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, so we were friends for a while.
Yeah, and like even after the garden center like shut down, we were moved to like different positions inside. But anytime we seen each other, we definitely had like bond that we kind of made as friends, and we would like check in and just kind of talk to each other whenever we seen each other inside and stuff, right? Whenever we're at work.
Yeah. Sometimes though we would make an effort to see each other too when we were
Well,
working.
there has been, I think it was what, two or three times where randomly, either outside of the building or inside the building, I would find Janna's work badge.
Yes.
And we use our badges at Walmart to like scan in and out of our shifts and for our breaks and everything. So
Back
it's,
then, we don't know if it's different
I don't
now.
think it's still the same, but
Yeah.
it was like, it was basically what I'm saying. It was pretty important. And I would keep finding this just laying around. Um, and because there was one time,
If you worked at Walmart and did Omni, so he mostly
so
mainly worked in Omni
Omni is like the online
grocery orders.
grocery delivery
So the
and
people that like
orders.
bring out
Yeah,
yeah, the people that bring out your groceries, I was getting trained to do that and
yeah,
Matthew already like knew how to do that. I worked there a year before Matthew, so I worked in 2020
yeah.
and yeah, so
You worked
basically
fashion a lot though.
yeah, I worked fashion.
I was
Yeah.
always typically sales floor during like the winter times for the most part. In the first year, it was really after that where I got moved to Omni instead, and I would run out orders and stuff. I didn't really do a whole lot of like picking out orders and grabbing all the items, but
Yeah, I
I
was a picker.
yeah, I did a lot of running the orders out, which wasn't bad. I mean, I was really fit at the time too, and it was good just to like, I don't know,
What you saying now?
what am I saying now? I'm not as fit now as I was. I'll say that much. You know what I'm saying?
Did I catch you in your prime?
Yep. Yeah, probably. Uh,
I was super fit too back then.
yeah, but it was nice that I was able to like be active at least while I was working. I kind of enjoy that aspect of it, and I would still get to deal with customers, right? So that wasn't too bad. But yeah, it was really in the second year where I moved on from my relationship, and then Jan and I started just kind of talking how we always have, I would say, right? Like nothing changed drastically or anything, I would say. We were just always good friends, right? The
Yeah.
only thing I would say that changed drastically is like we talked more and got closer and everything because like you
Yeah,
said at
we
the
would make
beginning.
more jokes to each other. We were both like telling each other though that we were healing
Hmm.
from
Well, like you
relationships.
were
Yeah.
saying in the beginning, right, is like I am like respectful in my relationships and everything, right? And like that's like a boundary that I have, like not only for my partner but like for myself, right? Like I'm not gonna do that sort of stuff. So like once, not that it was like that was the only thing like holding me back or whatever, right? But it was that, I have respect for the person I'm with and everything. But once all of that was out the way and everything, like I felt more comfortable talking to you about different things, I would say too, right? Because like I'm a pretty private person, I'd say. And
I
so,
would say Matthew's private with other people, but he's never been super private with me.
mhm.
Like only when he was in a relationship he was super private. But after that, you would tell me like
Well, I'm an
things.
open book. Like
Yeah.
if people ask me things, I tell them. I
Yeah.
don't like hide secrets. Like, but I don't go out on my way to tell everyone everything, if that makes sense. But I'm more, if you approach me and you talk to me, and then I'll open up. I don't just go flaunting my business everywhere. That's never been who I am, right? So, but yeah, we started like talking more and we got like closer and closer, and we just like we have more run-ins at work and stuff. We work together more often, and yeah, like you said, like we'd make an effort to go out of our way and talk to each other and everything. So things kind of stemmed from there. I would say we started getting more in touch,
Yeah.
right? There was one time when I was working and Janna here brought me a birthday gift when we were just friends.
Yeah.
We were just
We
friends,
were
and
just
she got
friends
me
and
like
I
a
brought him a
birthday gift at
gift.
work while I was
The thing
working. I
is
was on the
though,
clock.
the
Yeah,
thing is like he sent a lot of mixed signals.
I sent a lot of
And I did
signals.
too. But you sent a lot of
You
mixed.
were worse. You were so much worse.
I mean, I played a game.
You played a game.
Yeah. Like I played a game, like I played with your heart and
Oh,
you know,
yeah, you did.
your emotions.
Yeah, you did. I know. Yeah.
And like not like in a mean way, like
Okay.
right? Like I don't know,
It's my
it was
heart.
your heart
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your
I'm not
feelings.
heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken.
No, it was just more like me just not knowing if I could have a future like this or actually want to build a relationship because I was raised by a single mother, so it was always hard for me to like see the potential in people that wanted to be in a relationship with me, to be honest. Even friendships, they would all come and go for me. I never really had stuck like I don't even know the words I'm trying to use. I've never had mm, I've had close friends, but they've always been there for seasons. I've never had like long-term friendships where they last for a long period of time. Like I did whenever I did camp, Métis camps and stuff, but never ones that I did in high school.
Yeah,
I
no, that's
wasn't really
fair.
I wasn't always close to people. Like I would
With
keep my heart guarded.
with my thing, I've never been the type of person that has a lot of friends. For me, it's always been I have a very small group of friends, like basically some that I can like count on my hand, right? And then I was always very close with my people, and I knew I could trust them for whatever I wanted or needed or whatever, right? Just to talk to or just hang out with and just have some fun, right? I always had my people that I could rely on, but I was never the person that was very outgoing and wanted to make a bunch of friends. I never liked being center of attention. Tell that to Janna. Janna knows that very well. So even being on camera is a little intimidating. But yeah, I trust in my small group of people. I don't rely on having a big circle, but I like it that way because I know the people that are around me are genuine, right? And I only keep people that are like real around and close to me that better myself as well. Not that I use people. I don't use people for anything, but you definitely are your environment, right? You turn into the people that you're surrounded by. And that's just what happens. Like, whether it's at work, home environment,
Yeah.
right? Friends, school, whatever it is, you turn into your environment. So it's important to like pick the people that you surround yourself with wisely with whatever you do, really.
Yeah,
And it's very important.
it is.
Yeah.
And you want to feel comfortable around those people, you know? And you want to make sure that they're there for the right reasons, just like you're there for the right
You
reasons.
always made me feel comfortable.
Too comfy sometimes.
Oh, these days, yeah.
These days?
Well, I say these days because we've been very tired with newborn life.
Yeah.
Very tired. So at the end of
Newborn and toddler life.
newborn and
It's
toddler
not
life, that's
just one
right.
or the other, it's
But at
both.
nighttime, when things start to settle down, I cuddle with Janna. It's just like I'm just so tired. So
We just fall asleep.
when I cuddle you, it's just like I feel comfortable and I'm out. I fall asleep. I can't hold it. It just takes over. Make me too comfortable.
Okay, let's get back on topic, sir.
So sorry.
Yeah,
So
it's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. You did great. You're doing great. Um, yeah, so you were talking about I got you a birthday present and
You
I'll
did.
I'll let you keep
You
going.
did. You got me a birthday present, which I was not expecting. And you were like, "Oh, I do this for all my friends."
I don't.
No, you don't. But I felt very special. But it was
I
very
I
funny.
honestly I always thought Matthew was like good looking, but then I put him in my rear view after I found out he was in a relationship,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say I was a hoe because I wasn't a hoe because I wasn't sleeping with people, but I was just like
You're
I was
just
dating. I was
you're
dating.
seeing what was out there. You're meeting people.
Yeah, I was just dating
Yeah.
and figuring out stuff, and I didn't really love the people that I was like going on dates with, and there was like a few people that I was like consistently dating, and they were super weird. Let's just say that. And like,
I've seen a
yeah,
few people that Jana either seen or that's like Jana.
yeah. There was one situation. Matthew and I both had Walmart stalkers.
It was bad. It was so bad. It's so bad where this one girl that was very interested in me, she ended up going to different coworkers and was getting my number from them, my phone number, because I wouldn't give her my number. So she was taking it upon herself to go get that from other people that might have it and asking a bunch of coworkers. And then she would also go up to different coworkers that like would either talk to me more frequently or that were like working with me, whatever it was, and was like was getting them to come up to me and ask me to go give her a hug and like
Yeah,
different stuff like
you're
that.
like when you're in the fifth grade and someone asks you like, "Can I like go give you a hug or like at the playground or whatever?" She was doing that midday at work in the garden
She was
center.
so
It
weird.
was it was weird.
It
Like
was
I
so
was there for
weird.
one of the instants.
Like
Like she asked one of the girls and she's like, "Are you gonna like give her a hug to Matthew, and Matthew's like,
Not like it happened even once.
I only seen it once in person.
It happened like at least 3 times. Like it kept happening. It was consistent. And I was like, I kept trying to,
she was our age too.
in and around our
Like
age.
in our
If
age, she was in
anything,
high
probably,
school.
if anything, younger,
I think
but
she
in
was
and
in,
around our age.
yeah, she was around closer to Matthew's age, I
Yeah.
would say. But isn't by much, but still,
But like,
yeah.
work is like, it's a professional setting. Like, there's time and places for things. Like with Janna, like, I, we're dating, like, we're not dating, but we started dating after work. We never did anything at work.
Yeah.
And our relationship blossomed outside of work once we left. It wasn't something that like grew there, right? Like I keep, like I said, like I keep things pretty private and everything, right? And there's definitely a difference between work life and personal life, right? And like especially at work, it is not a place to be like, can you go ask that guy to give me a hug? Like your coworker from another coworker, like, you know what I mean? Like that's not the place. That's not the place for it. And like she kept like forcing herself onto me. It was weird. I did not like that. Like they
Yeah.
talk they
Like one girl was
they no no.
beefing with
They
me.
talk they talk a lot though about like men, right? And how forward they can be and overstepping these boundaries and stuff. But like it's common and it happens with girls too. There's this
Yeah.
whole stigma that it's just like
Like we
men.
had to get a manager involved at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, there's a big stigma that
Like
it's all men, but no,
Matthew
it's
didn't
very
want to get
possible
a
for women.
manager involved, but like,
Once she started getting my number and like texting
yeah.
me weird shit too and being very very weird about everything too, like I told her I wasn't interested and never took no or a hint for an answer. So yeah, it got a little bit far for my liking. I wasn't comfortable, and I tried expressing that, and like
Yeah.
no. But there was also another time that Jenna was trying to say with a different coworker. But this is a different coworker that's known me from school.
Yeah, they knew each other in high school. I
Oh,
didn't know
well,
that.
I like knew of her. I didn't like know her.
Oh, well, they went to the same
We
school.
went to the same school.
It was
But
bigger school. The school I went to did not have that many kids.
But it's like we didn't hang out or talk or anything. I knew of her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But she ended up working at Walmart
yeah.
and
She worked at Walmart.
yeah.
She was another person that liked me there,
Yeah, she got mad
but
at me.
she knew
Yeah.
Jana first. Like, well, actually, no, not first, but you worked with her
She
there before
she met me before you, yes.
before I was working there. She didn't meet you before she met me because I went to school with her, but she
Before we met
you
each
you
other.
got
Yeah.
like you guys knew each other before I came into your work environment.
Mhm.
I would say something like that.
I mean, yeah, I met her at work, um, and I knew her pretty well. I'm
Well, you
pretty,
said that
yeah.
you guys were like
We
friends.
were we were friends,
Yeah,
but it was just like whenever things would happen with men, um, or like with any guys, or if any guys or anything would approach me, it just felt like a little bit like of a jealousy thing. It was weird. Um, I don't know if it's because I was like a bit older, and I honestly I never really like have been a big person to care about what men do or know if men are hitting on me. And
essentially
I'm
though.
kind of a know-it-all with that, but she was really offended whenever we were having a conversation with
Nah, she
Matthew.
got she got very jealous that
Yeah.
Jana was getting my attention instead of her. You can say that. That sums it up well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Long
sums it
story
up
short.
well.
Yeah.
Long story short. So there was one time where I guess after like we were all in a room, we were in the back room working, right, in Omni, and we were all kind of like having a conversation. Like I never like would really talk to these girls or anything. Like I wouldn't go out of my way, but whenever I worked with them, they would always like find an excuse to like interact with me, I guess, right? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
They would
I would
they would
I
come
would
around a
too, so
lot, but
I can't.
yeah, but like, so
Yeah.
they would always find an excuse. So like they kept coming to talk to me that day, and you were around and everything too. So and then obviously like I felt more comfortable with you because you're not being like these other girls like, can I get a hug, these and stuff, and it just made me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
very like I was saying, like
But
it's there's no double
he was
standards like
also in a
that
relationship
thing.
too, and they would do some of this stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was previous before, but also I don't know, like we don't need to be asking random guys this kind of stuff when we're
Well,
working.
no, it's a double standard, like I'm trying
Yeah.
to say, because like if a guy's doing that, it's seen very differently. Like even when I brought it up to like my higher ups, because I was like, this is like too far. You're going to get my number from random people and texting me some crazy things, right? It's like you're taking it too far, also, right? But like, if that was a man doing that to a woman, it's perceived way differently. But because when I brought it up to my higher ups and other people, because it's a woman doing it to a guy, it's just like shrugged off. It's like, okay, that
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
They're
Deal with
like,
it.
just tell her to go away.
Yeah, just deal with it. But like, if it's the other way, it's gonna be like, oh my god, let's do something about this. There's just a double standard. I find that way. But like, it's fine. I know how to handle myself and deal with it.
No, but I 100% agree. And the thing is like that person, the first person we were talking about was like becoming way too persistent on things. Um, and
Yeah,
asking like other colleagues for Matthew's phone number, and Matthew had to get his phone number changed.
yeah,
Long story short,
I changed
because
my
of that
phone number.
person,
Yeah, yeah, I did change my phone number.
because
They
they
were
were
trying to
so
reach me on everything
yeah, they
though.
were so obsessed.
It wasn't just my phone number. They tried reaching me on everything. It was fucking weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mind you, we still see that person, and Matthew's like still wary.
not very often. I haven't seen them in a long time,
No, but
which
they
is
were weird
good.
for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Where were we?
we're supposed to be talking about our love story, not about
Well,
crazy people, but I had a crazy people too. But
what I was
yeah,
gonna
let's
say
not
though
go
to
there.
wrap up that story was essentially we were talking. She was there. I was giving you attention because I'm more comfortable with you instead of her. She got jealous, confronted Janna, called her like a bitch and all these things, saying that that she was stealing all the spotlight from me, and that she takes all the attention from me when she's in the room.
Or from any guys that we talk to. Yeah.
So we'll wrap up that one with that. I feel like we can leave that there. That sums it up pretty well. There was more, obviously, but we'll sum it up there. So it was only really, like I said, the second year. It was after like got like the gift and everything from you, where there was times where we talked about like hanging out or something. Well, we didn't necessarily talk about hanging out, but we talked about like going out and
Matthew
stuff
kept
like that.
ask at Matthew was turning 19, and he kept asking me to go to a bar with him. He's like, "What are all the good bar spots? Like, where do you
Yeah,
go
it
to a
was like
bar
I
and
was asking
stuff
you
like
certain
that?"
things like that. The first time that we ever went out though was when like the first time where it was just me and you outside of like work was when you graduated, and I asked if I can take you out to the bar for drinks.
Okay. So preface this is like it was like the first time I was going on a night date. I always did like afternoon dates with
I'm a
people.
night person, and back then going to the club, that was fun for me. I liked going out and being like feeling alive at night.
And I didn't know Matthew like super well, okay? He also like didn't know me super well, but he kept asking me to go out with him.
Well, I just
And
wanted to
he's
have
like,
some
yeah,
like
he's like,
as friends
I
and
want
hang
to
out,
go like celebrate and
go
stuff.
celebrate you for
But
graduating.
then after you told me, it was like me asking you out on a date, kind of to see.
What's that?
You told me after it was like to go kind of on a date to just see if you were different outside of work, is what you were telling me.
Oh, well, like I wanted to hang out with you.
But it felt like a date. It felt so weird.
It might have felt like a date. It was in like a bar setting and everything, but like really, I wanted to like go out with you and just like
It was only the
go and
two
have a
of
drink.
us.
Well, yeah, like You gotta start somewhere, right? You wanted me to get like all my boys, and we're like, hey, you want to join the boys?
I don't
I
know.
feel like I would have got a fucking no for that.
Anyways, so I was watching a lot of You back then. If you don't know what that
It's a
is,
good show. We
it's a good
definitely
show.
bonded over that show.
I watched it
So
on
we both
Netflix
watched
a
it.
lot. So the main character, his name is Joe, and
Yeah.
he gets obsessed with women and then like kills them and shit. Anyways,
It's a good show.
it's a good show.
It's a really good show.
I would recommend watching it if you haven't. But um, you know, we were like at the bar and stuff, and I was fine because we were in public. Then Matthew's like, "Let's go for a walk on the beach," and this is where I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I'm kind of freaking." It's like getting nighttime and stuff. There's like no sunlight and things like that. Like the sun was going down.
Yeah, but I wasn't forcing you. I was just like, hey, do you want to like do this fun thing?
Yeah, so I
You
was like
sound
texting.
crazy.
I was texting my mom the entire time.
You make it sound like I was a crazy man.
Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking know people. I didn't know you.
Fair enough.
So we were like walking down a beach path, and I've never walked a lot of places where we live. Matthew grew up here, so he
Okay,
knows a lot of
I
trails.
was born and raised in our city that we're living in now
Yeah.
and everything. So like I've done a lot of walking and exploring. I know every nook and cranny of this town, you can say. I've always said you can draw me anywhere and I'll find my way home. I know it very well, and like lots of like kind of cool hidden things and stuff that you can find.
So he brought me on a
So
hidden path.
I didn't bring you on a hidden path. I brought you on a well-known
But it wasn't well known to me, and it was dark.
but it was like a path that was along like the whole waterfront, the whole water, and then at the end of it all, it brought you to a park.
Let me set the scene how it felt in my head. We're walking down this path. It's nighttime. We're walking by a lot of people on the beach doing their own thing,
Hmm.
and we're walking and we're going to like secluded areas where there's like no one there and that. And then there's no one around us. And Matthew's like, I gotta take a whiz.
Okay, okay.
And I was like,
I had an adequate amount to drink that night, and I already broke the seal. It, it was due.
okay.
It
But
was
he's
due.
like taking a whiz. And it's like in a bush. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, it
And
was.
I'm like texting him. I'm like, do you think he's gonna pull out a machete? Do you think he's an axe back
Oh my
here?
god.
It was like, do you think you should come get me? She's like, you're fine. You're safe. I was like, what? They know, you know where he works. I know where he works. It's all fine.
Works at
It's
Walmart.
safe. And I was like, anyways, I was losing my shit at that point. And then, um, he was like done, and he's like, yeah, I'm done. And I'm like, okay. But that's what was going through my brain when you were just taking a leak.
I had nothing going through my head. I had like phone call hold music. I had to do my
I
thing.
was like shitting myself. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should go back to the bar.
Yeah. Well, it was nice though. It was a nice walk. We talked a lot the whole time. We were talking the whole time, and I showed you a few things along the way. I didn't want you to think that you were following a crazy axe man. But did we go back to the bar after? Or did we go home?
I think we went to the bar for a bit, and then my mom came and got us
Oh, okay.
because we walked around until it was like nighttime.
Yeah, because your mom was with someone else there. Because yeah, you just went from
Grad.
your grad.
I had like dinner with one of my good friends,
Yeah.
and then after that we met up because my good friend, she was like driving back home that night,
Yeah.
and then
No, we had a fun time. I had a fun
excuse
time at
me, I
least. I'll
just
speak for
burped into the
myself.
freaking mic.
Okay. But yeah, no, I had a good time. I had a great time.
Looking back, I could have been more chill, but I was just like, I was like thinking the worst thing could happen, the worst possible thing could
I'm a chill
happen.
guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I know that now, but back then
I
I
know.
didn't know that.
I know.
So that was kind of
That was the first time we went out together.
alone, yeah,
There was another time, like well, that was the first time we really hung out at a work
and alone with
and
like no
alone.
one because the one time after that, Matthew invited me to go out alone, and I invited one of my good friends to come with us.
No, no,
Or was that the first time?
nah. There was a time where Janna was gonna go to the bar with her friend.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I low key invited myself, but like I knew the girl, like your friend that you were
Yeah.
going out with. I knew her from school. Now it's not like we were like close or anything, but like we would talk at work. Like we were, you know,
The friend.
yeah, with the friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, not like anything like a relationship, but like,
Hmm.
like I would talk to her and have a conversation with her. I knew her from school, so anyways, like yeah, you guys were going out to the bar, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun, like I'm not doing anything tonight, and then you were like, okay, well, like come on out, whatever. So I went out with you guys, and we had another fun time.
Yeah. After that, it became a regular thing.
It started becoming more frequent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I ended up walking home that night when I went out with you and your friend, and you guys were all concerned, like, oh my god, you're gonna walk home. It was like 20-30 minute walk, which that was nothing for me back then. I walked everywhere, so that was nothing. I would do that walk with my eyes closed. Like I said, I knew my way around. I walked everywhere, so I was always comfortable doing that sort of stuff. But you guys were all concerned. I was like, ah. But yeah, after that time, we started hanging out a lot more outside of work and going to bars and just hanging out.
Like every weekend, it would become an occurrence thing.
Yeah, that happened eventually, but it happened that it started getting more frequent, and then eventually it
It
turned into
happened really quick.
where we were hanging out like every weekend.
It happened that summer, though.
Yeah, it happened that summer for sure, where we got closer and would hang out more and more outside of work. That's for sure. But it was fun. I always had fun going out with you. I always had a good time, and then kind of slowly, you started meeting my friends and everything, and then we would have a good time and hang out.
I met your best friend and his current fiance.
Yeah, his current fiance.
um, like the third time we hung out,
Something like that. I actually met my friend's fiance the same night he met her for the first time.
the day before.
No, we met her at the same time.
No, but it was the day before I met her.
The day before,
Yeah.
was it really?
Yeah, I was. I remember.
Okay.
And because her and I were bonding hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, because literally the same night, it was like he was like talking to her or whatever. They haven't like hung out or anything yet. So it was funny because like me and my friend, we went to the bar that night, and it was just like he kind of like met this girl and was like talking to her. I was like, oh, I've been talking to this girl. I'm like, oh, okay. So little did I know that's his now fiance. But yeah, I met her at the same time as him. But like, we started going out with them, right? Because after they met, they would go to like the bars and stuff. So sometimes like she would come and we would go out to the bar and everything too. And then it's like, oh, Janna, like we're going out, come on, and all of that, right? Because like my friend and I, we'd go to the bar pretty frequently once we turned legal and everything like that, and like lots of times we were going out too, and then we would invite them
Yeah.
or vice versa. So
But
we
it
would
was
go out
that
quite a bit.
summer that Matthew realized he liked me too.
Yeah, it was that somewhere where we were getting like a lot closer, and I started like having like different feelings. But like I always told Janna, like after I got out of a relationship, I was like, because it was a fairly like long-term relationship. It was like 2 or 3 years ish, in and around there, I think. I don't remember, but I was like, I'm not looking to jump back into a relationship or anything right now. I don't want to rush anything, right? Like you never want to rush anything. Like, it doesn't matter what it's with,
Hmm.
right? I wanted to take my time and like figure myself out for one, right? And then I wanted to meet like the right person. I didn't want to rush into a relationship with just like anybody and just like struggle to make it work or even if it was working out just to go into something, just to have it. You know, I wasn't about that. I wanted to make sure I had like my person, had the right person. I'm glad I waited because like, anyways, after like a while, like I told
Yeah,
Janna,
so he kept telling me that. Kept
yeah,
telling me that he wasn't looking for a relationship.
I wasn't looking for a
But he
relationship.
was still like make me his number one priority and stuff, it felt like.
Hmm.
And that's why I was like really confused.
And like Janna said, like she was dating at the time, and like I was kind of like dating, I guess you can say too. Like I was like just
Tinder. Tinder guys.
well, like I was just like kind of like just meeting people and stuff and just talking to people. Like it wouldn't really go further than that ever. It was just kind of like, well, I'm just seeing kind of what's out there, kind of like you were doing. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I was always honest with people. I was like, I'm not really looking for anything. I'm just like trying to get to know people and just go from there, sort of thing, right? But I never found it like rewarding, kind of. You know what I mean? Like it was never like satisfying to me, like going and like meeting all these people, because like whenever I was talking to these people or like meeting new people, because I was getting like really close with Janna, and we had like I would always have fun with her and everything, right? Like we had good bond. I knew you pretty well. It was hard for me to like, I don't know, be interested in anybody else, you know? I didn't have interest in anyone. I didn't want to pursue anything. And whenever I like would talk to people, it was like I was always comparing them to Janna in a way, because I was like, none of them was excelling my standards like you did. My
Standards.
standards.
Mm.
You checked every single box I was looking for, and you know, like I wasn't interested in any of these people, because it was like, I would meet someone who was like, you know, it's like it never felt right.
Mm.
Never felt right, and never had a connection like I did with you, I'd say.
Honey,
Well, that's true.
I know.
And it was really hard because it was, well, not really hard. It wasn't hard. I'm just saying it was like, you know, like talking to these people, I always, like I said, compared them to you. Because I was like, you know, none of them ever beat you.
Yeah.
They never beat you.
I
I was
mean,
always wanting you. I never wanted these people. I was just like, mm, nah, I got Jana. Like, no one's beating this, you know? I didn't have like a connection or even see a future or anything with these people. It's just like getting to know people, you know? That's all.
that's
Yeah,
all.
that's all. And then after a little while, uh, where I was coming to realize and accept that, I did delete all my dating apps. I didn't like tell you or
No.
anything. I just like deleted it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Like if something comes up or whatever, like it's gonna happen organically, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I was like, just let it happen. I'm not going and chasing and trying to just talk to people. I'm not getting satisfaction. It's like I'm having a good time with Jana, right? I was like, you know, I was happy with that. I still am. I'm always happy with you. But yeah, so I deleted all of them and just kept being friends like we were. And that's the most
Yeah, until
important thing.
October hit.
It's the most important thing in a relationship is just to be friends.
It's like September, October hit. And that's like when we really started like shifting our relationship a little bit.
Well, like around October, we ended up doing a road trip
Mm-hmm.
with the friends that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, the friends that were a couple.
The friends that, yeah, that my friend that now has a fiance.
They're my friends too now.
Yeah, yeah, they're your friends too. My originally my friend. Yeah,
She's my friend first.
okay, I'll give that to you. I met her first though,
She likes me better.
probably, and that's okay. I'm not fighting you for that.
It's because, It's just women things, you
Just
know?
woman
Just
things.
women things.
Just woman
Just
things,
women
guys.
things, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it was her birthday, actually.
Yes.
It was her birthday, and there was talks about us doing a road trip together, going to, guess it, guys. We'll give you 5 seconds. Give you 5 seconds to guess who we were doing a road trip for. Any guesses? Any guesses? If you guess going to a bar like we've been saying this whole time, you are correct.
Yeah, in a different area than where we live.
Where we are now, like, we don't have bars like they do in big cities.
Yeah.
It's the clubbing scene non-existent here like it is anywhere else.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what? It's her birthday. We haven't really done much of this. And it was like, why don't we go to like a big city and go to a bar or a club there and have some fun out of town for the weekend, do some bar hopping at some new bars that we haven't experienced before. So that's what we did. It was around Halloween time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the one bar we went to was like a Halloween party. Everyone was dressed up and had their costumes. We were all dressed up and had our costumes. I was a cowboy.
I was a
Janna, yeah,
pirate.
you were a pirate.
Yeah.
So that was fun. So we all went out of town, and we had like a hotel room and everything like that with 2 beds, and there was 4 of us sleeping in there.
Yeah.
So the lovebirds were in one bed, and then Jen and I shared a bed for the first time. But it wasn't weird. It was just like,
I felt
you
weird.
felt weird. I didn't feel weird.
I think it's because I liked you and I didn't want to like you.
Oh, okay.
To
To
be
hide the
honest,
feelings.
I didn't want to like you.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever I like someone, I try to push them away. You know that.
Yeah, I know that.
It's just like not a great thing to do, but
Not
that's what
great
I would
quality,
do.
but I love you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You stuck it through though.
stuck it through, of course. But yeah, so like we shared a bed, so like we didn't cuddle or anything. It wasn't like that.
No, I was terrified of him trying to cuddle me. Like, I literally went into a little spoon and I like scooted to the end of the bed.
But like I'm a very respectful person. Like even like though we're drinking and everything, I didn't like force myself on you or anything. I'm not like that. But
Mm,
what do you mean?
blackout you?
Alright. I'm still not a
No,
creepy
he wasn't.
guy.
He wasn't creepy. He went blackout once when we were friends.
There
The
was
one and only
the
time.
one and only time I've
Yeah,
ever gotten blackout drunk.
I
I
took care of you though.
Oh, that was a time I still to this day don't remember that night. The only memory I have of that night is before I went blackout, and from what has been told to me from my friends.
In his
And
shoes as
my
evidence.
God, in my shoes and my new shoes, they were brand new. I had them for like a week. I don't even think I worn them
Let's not go on
outside
this
yet.
rant. Let's
No,
not
no,
go
no,
on this
no,
rant.
no. I'm going on this rant quick. I just got shoes. I had them for like a week, and I was like, oh, they look really good with this fit. So I threw on brand new shoes for the first time. Went to the club. Anyways, after that night, I didn't wear those shoes because they were like kind of fancy shoes in a way.
Mhm.
And anyways, I go to put them on because you guessed it, we're going out to the bar again, and they're full of sand. They're full of grass, puke, and more. They were like
Mhm.
wet, and I was like, what happened? These are my new shoes. What happened? I was texting, I was calling people. I'm like, what happened to my shoes? Because I think it was the day after, actually, when I went blackout. I was outside, and like, because we were at my place, like after the bar and everything, we would go to my place
Yeah.
and everything. There's lots of times where Jan and I would just be talking in the front porch after the bar,
Mhm.
which was always nice just to talk with you.
He always wanted me to sleep over.
Not sleep over, but like, yeah, like
Not
if you
not
need me,
not sleep over sexually is what you're
yeah,
saying.
like, but like you were from out of town. You lived like 45 minutes to an hour away,
Yeah.
and I had a spare room with a bed, and I offered that to you.
I just I felt weird about it.
I know, but like, you know, I wanted you to be safe, and it was always really late, so I always offered you the spare room bed if you needed it.
I used it one time,
Hmm.
and it was the worst walk of shame of my life.
But you just felt awkward because you're like, oh, who the fuck are these people? And you ran into like my dad and everything the
And the
day
guard
after.
dog, Roddy.
Oh, the guard dog. Yeah, yeah, that
I felt
guy.
so bad, and then because the night before I puked all over the toilet, and I cleaned it too. I'm like, when I puke, I clean after myself. It's just like what was instilled in me,
Yeah,
and yeah, I just did that, and like I got puke on my shirt, and I felt so gross. And Matthew was trying to give me like his good bed too. He wasn't trying to give me the shitty bed, but then I fell asleep on the shitty bed
yeah, you were out. You were out.
because he
That's
was trying
okay.
to wake me up to go in the good bed.
Yeah, yeah, you're like, I don't know where to go.
I felt so awkward because where his good bed was also where everyone else was sleeping, and I was like, I don't want to walk in the wrong room.
Could you imagine? That would have been
No,
funny.
I was
That would have been
terrified.
so funny.
And they'd be like, "Who's this dumb drunk in here walking like crazy?"
But like, there was like, you know, like I didn't find it weird when I was like, oh, do you want to like crash for the night or whatever? Because I did have the spare bed, and there was lots of times where I always had friends over and everything, and they would crash in the bed or whatever. Like it was common, you know. Like, yes, we
You're
washed the
just being a
bed.
gentleman.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
being a
we
gentleman.
washed the bed. Don't worry. We changed the sheets, but there we changed the
Not
sheet.
when we got together. That's a different story.
People stopped sleeping in that bed.
No, one person slept in that bed.
All right, all right, all right. You can chill. All right,
It wasn't us.
all right,
That poor person.
all right, all right, all right. Yeah, that
Yeah,
poor
yeah.
person. Yeah,
That
yeah.
poor person.
All right, all right.
Oh my god. We're crazy. We're crazy.
All right. Pump the
We're
brakes.
crazy.
Pump the brakes, man. What are you doing?
I'm not revealing anything.
I know you would. All right. Anyway,
I just put the emoji.
always come over and we spend more and more.
And then sometimes on the weekend, if like we weren't going to the bar, we would go and get ice cream together and
Yeah, just talk and
just
hang out
talk
and do stuff.
in
Yeah,
my car. Yeah.
yeah.
That's the only time I ever like realized Matthew might be into me, but I was still like not 100% sure, was whenever his friends invited him to a dinner.
Oh yeah. So
That's yeah.
there was
We
a
were still
time.
friends.
There
That
was
was
a. We were still friends, and my friend group. It was like a friend group from like elementary school, and some from high school. Um, we were like tried to stay close and everything with everyone throughout like all high school and everything. But like we obviously we didn't hang out all together like before. You know, things happen in high school. A friend group expand, you meet new people. So we were all talking in a group chat and everything. It was like, oh, well, why don't we just like all get together and go out for like a dinner and just talk and catch up with everyone, right?
and like our mutual friends, they were that I knew, like they became my friends after they were Matthew. Like the guy was Matthew's friend first, and then the
Yeah,
girl and I would talk all the time. Um, or should I say woman? She would talk to me all the time,
yeah,
and we would always like catch up and talk about the boys, and we would always say because they have the same exact name, so we'd always say like hers, and then I would say my Matthew, and we would like talk like that about them
yeah.
together. We still do that, but um she had asked me, she's like, "Oh, like the boys got invited to this like thing with all their friends and like they're all meeting their friends. Like, are you coming? Like that'd be so cool because we were
And
really close."
and people
And
were like bringing like their partners and stuff at the time if they had them and everything. Like, horrifically. Hold it together, man. Hold it.
It's like respond to
Yeah,
flash.
that's right. That's right. All right, that was our cue. That's
Okay.
yeah. So basically, like, my friend and her were together and everything like that. So they were dating, and some of the other people bring their partners and stuff too. kind of like a mutual friend as well. But for the most part, it was just like our original circle from like elementary school, and then all partners and stuff, right? Um, so that was an interesting night because like yeah, like you were saying, she was like, oh, like, are you coming too? That'd be so cool and all of that. But like I kind of beat you to it where I was like, hey, like there's this dinner tonight with like some of my friends, and like we're bringing like partners and like friends that we want to bring and stuff. So
Yeah, he said friends we want to bring too. And I was confused because the girl had told me, the woman had told me, she had told me that, oh yeah, like they're bringing their partners and like their girlfriends and things like that. And I'm like, okay. And then this one's telling me the complete opposite. And I'm like, what is going on here?
uh, so I invited
So
you
I was
out.
still friend zoned.
I wanted that. Like I asked you if you wanted to come out if you were available, and you're like, yeah. And that same day, actually, um, there was a skate that was happening. That it was like a closed skate at a big arena and everything. And obviously, like I was invited to it, and I was able to bring some friend or whatever if I wanted to. So I ended up asking Jana if, hey, well, before we go out and have dinner with all these people and everything, you're gonna come down a little early anyways and everything. Do you want to come skating with me? So we ended up. She came down early that day, and we hung out before and everything. We went skating for the first time together, which was
Yeah.
fun.
And but the thing is like he's like, "Are you still down to go?" And I didn't bring any clothes with me, so I had to wear my skating clothes. And I was like, "I look disgusting. Like I don't look cute. I don't feel cute." And it
You
was
look
like,
beautiful.
and I was like, "You know what? Whatever. It's fine." I was like, "Is I asked him though, I think. I was like, "Is this okay to wear? Like is this like a formal thing or
It was
something?"
good. We were going to Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything fancy.
So we get there though. We get to the restaurant and everyone's already
We get
there.
there, everyone was there, right? Like we were
We
the
were
last
late,
ones.
yeah.
We were the last ones, or did we get there with? We know
We got there with
We got
our
there with our
mutual
friends.
friends, yeah. The mutual friends,
We
yeah.
came in together. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's how that went.
Yeah, they got their car there
Everyone
in
else
time.
was there though.
Everyone else was there, so it was super intimidating walking into a room
I mean, maybe for you because you didn't know everyone. I
because
was like,
they've been friends for years, like
yeah,
years.
yeah, because this was after high school.
Mhm.
This was after high school, and like I said, like we knew each other from middle school. Well, not middle school, but elementary school.
So I was intimidated.
Yeah. But yeah, so we got there. Everyone sat down, got comfortable. The waiter had a crush on Jana, whether she likes to admit it or not.
Looking back, I see it.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I was like,
Jana can be
hell
very
no.
oblivious to some of those things.
He okay, I don't want to say it like that because I respect you and I respect our marriage. Okay? But I thought he was out of my league is all I'm going to say.
Well, people
I still think you're out of my league.
people thought when we went that we were together because like they asked like, oh, are you guys like dating or whatever? And it's like, no, we're just friends because we were still just friends
Yeah,
at
no,
that point.
Matthew said it though. I didn't say it.
Well, yeah, we were still friends at that point,
We
right?
were
Like
still friends.
we
I
weren't.
had a major crush though on him at that
Yeah,
point.
but we didn't like kiss or anything or hold hands or
We
hug.
held hands in the back of her car.
I think that was after. I don't think that was before
That
then.
was before then. Yes, it
Mm,
was before because the boat closes at a certain time of year.
I don't think so.
Yes,
I don't
because
think
it
so.
was in December we went skating.
December, really?
It was November we went skating, and the
Mm,
boat was closed.
nah, but that thing that was after. I'm pretty sure.
It's in
No.
November,
Hmm. I don't
so it
know.
was before. I
Concept at times a little off.
I'll show you the pictures after
Okay, the receipts.
the receipts.
But yeah, so like we were friends. Like nothing was like, we were close.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything like that at that time.
Yeah. So he said that. And then the waiter wasn't looking at anyone else but me, according to you.
You guys were very chatty.
I'm I'm just a talkative person.
I know, and very flirtatious, like you were saying before too.
Oh my god.
And he was picking it
It's
up and
still
getting it
angst.
back.
It still angst
He
in
was
her.
picking it up and getting it back too. But I was encouraging him, like, yeah, get his number then.
Yeah,
Get his
he was
number.
telling me to get his number and stuff. And I was like, no, he's not into me. And he's not into me.
He's like,
And then
bullshit.
and then
Yes, he
after
is.
that he was asking, oh, it's dying.
I'm still alive. Janna's mic died, so we're gonna make one work for now. Here, I'll lean in. I'll get close. You won't bite, will you? No, I'm not scared of you.
Anyways, I didn't think the guy was into me. I also like, I don't know. I don't know who's into me or who's not into me because no one's ever made it super clear when they're into me, or I just am not fully there, whatever. Anyways, Matthew's like, he's into you, Janna. Like, ask him for his number. And I was like also into Matthew at the time. And he didn't know that, but I was into him.
Well, like you made up a story.
We're not at that part yet, though. We're not at the part yet. But
She made up a story. She made up a story, guys. She gaslit me.
Look at where you are now. You chose to be with someone that could gaslight you.
Yeah, I chose to be here. You're right, and I'm happy to be here. No, this is not a hostage situation.
That's crazy. Um, but yeah, I didn't know this guy was into me, and I was just really like baffled until the bill came. This is when I noticed Matthew was jealous that a guy was hitting on me.
That was all that.
It felt that way.
Okay.
Felt a little jealousy
Okay.
in my eyes.
Well, we were still friends at that point, so. And anytime we went out, we would always pay for our own things. We were very 50-50 with everything. And, like, we still are. Like, we have, like, shared cards that we put everything on, but, like, we still, like, our own things. We can still support ourselves in our own way. You know what I mean? Like, our own hobbies and everything like that, right? So we've always shared everything. It's always been very equal that way. So yeah, the bill came out, and I get like people were paying for the partners and stuff, and I did like Janna at the time, but like I said, we were just friends. It wasn't like a date, and
We also didn't want to ruin our friendship.
we didn't want to ruin our friendship. No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to lose Janna. I really valued the friendship and relationship that we built, and I was not willing to lose that. But long story short, Bill came.
Because I would also tell Matthew he wasn't my type.
Yeah, yeah, daily. I think you're just trying to like convince yourself.
Yes.
But yeah, Bill came and people were paying for their partners and stuff, but I did not pay for Janna.
No, he's like, oh, like I guess I could have paid for us.
Yeah, after the fact, I was like, oh, I guess I could have paid for us. Like, I was like, sorry about that, my bad.
Yeah, he was hyping me up to get the guy's number, which I thought was weird because anytime we were at a bar or anything, and like if a guy would come up to me, you wouldn't like hype me up about that.
Mm,
So then when you were finally doing it, I was like, why is he being so pushy right now?
you guys are flirting.
And the way he's saying it tells me that he's jealous about it.
You guys were flirting.
Anyways, point proven. Case closed.
It's flirting.
Anywho, maybe there was a little flirting. I just wanted to see if I could get under someone's skin because he told me he could never get jealous, but with me, he gets jealous.
That's okay. You paid for your own meal that night.
Anyways, so that happened, and that's when I realized he was into me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then now you can tell them what you said I was too early on.
Oh, okay. So,
How she gaslit me and made up a story.
well, I've gaslit him a lot. Let's just be honest.
She gaslit me lots. Let's be honest. I'm listening.
But you did it to me too, so we're
I didn't.
about feelings, yes.
No, I was always honest. I would hold back some feelings, but I was always honest. But like I would tell you that like I'm not ready for a relationship. I was always honest about that stuff.
Sometimes.
I never gaslit you as like I don't like you.
Okay, well, I would do that.
I
I
never
would,
did
no,
that.
he never did that.
I never
I
did
I did that. That was my own way of being like, if I say it out loud, I am manifesting that it is not true.
You're even gaslighting me right now, saying I was gaslighting you. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. I was not gaslighting you.
Certain things it felt like it at the time. No,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
you love me
I
so.
love you so much. I love
Can
you.
I get a kiss,
Of
please?
course you can
This
get a kiss.
gaslighter,
I
can I
love.
kiss?
I'll light the fire.
Okay. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up quick because I don't know how much battery life this mic has left. But
We can always do a part two. This is just kind of us meeting. Always do part two.
yeah, I guess we'll have to do part two because I feel like this was really long. Do you want to do part two?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll end it on this.
This is just the story of kind of how we started
Dating.
how we started dating and how we started growing together and going from just friends and how we slowly transitioned to a relationship and how beautiful that journey and transition has been.
You're so beautiful the way you speak.
I love you.
I love you more.
Love you most.
I love you more. I get the microphone so I can say it in
Nah,
it.
you can take it away. No, you can't say that. You say, no, you can't say that. You're like our son. I see who gets it from.
Oh man.
You love me.
I love you so much. Okay. Where were we talking about? Oh yes, gaslighting. Hate the term, but I did do it. I'm better now.
I don't know if to trust anymore.
Matthew knows when I'm doing it though.
I call you out on your stuff.
I call him out on his, so it's even.
Okay.
So basically, I pretended like I had a conversation with someone. I
You
pretended.
said.
Okay, no. Listen. I'm gonna explain it, and it's gonna make sense. Okay, we're gonna get there. I'm not gonna weed whack around the bush. We're gonna get there. So,
Let's get there. Bring the machete, chop through the forest.
okay, so basically, I pretended like I had a conversation with one of my good friends at the time, and I pretended that she said that she's like, "Oh my god, like you guys would make such a cute couple," you know?
She didn't say that. She made that up when telling me what the friend was saying.
So I wanted to say it because I was too scared to say my feelings and get hurt. So I wanted to see what Matthew's response would be.
Well, there was also one time where we had our stalkers that we were talking about, and there was one point when Janna mentioned, "Oh, why don't we just like pretend to be in a relationship and like maybe these people will leave us alone? Isn't that a crazy idea? Let's just pretend for a little." So that was one time, but
He was intrigued.
I was intrigued. I was like, maybe it'll work.
And I was like, no, okay, it's too real if you say it's okay.
So yeah, like you were like, oh yeah, my friend like said that, we'd be a cute couple or blah blah blah, something like that. And I was like, yeah, Like, was that the night I said that I liked you, or
You're like, yeah, like I kind of agree with that type of thing.
I mean, like, yeah,
You were
something
really
like
chill
that.
about it though.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh my God, like, be my girlfriend. But it was like, yeah, like, we get along well,
It
sort of
seems
thing.
like natural type of thing.
Yeah, something like that. That wasn't the night, though, where I was like, oh my God, like, I need you in my life. That came a little while after.
And we also like went out to eat after this, and it was
We
super awkward.
we went out to eat as kind of like the first time I said, like, I kind of like you,
But
sort of thing.
without actually saying it.
And it was kind of like our first date after like telling each other that we like liked each other, sort of thing. Because we were both like saying like, oh yeah, we're kind of okay with this idea or whatever. It's kind of how it went.
And we both sat in the restaurant and we were like, this feels like a date.
Yeah, that was like, I would say, like kind of our first like official date where we were both like kind of, you know, came to it with more feelings,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So like we were saying, both okay with the comments and we're comfortable with each other. So I wanted to take us to,
So I made up a lie and I found out the truth.
yeah, and I wanted to take us to a new spot that we both haven't been to before and everything. I wanted to surprise you and brought you there. And okay, and we went there, and basically it was closed. There's a private
Yeah.
party going on there, so we ended up finding another spot, but we still had lots of fun. It's a
Mm-hmm.
good time.
It was a good time.
Mhm.
Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Um, Anything I want to say?
Did you hear
Well,
that?
yeah, I heard that. It's all good. I'm not worried.
I don't want to meet up with
You're
puppy nephew.
the raccoons and skunks here are bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I
Um,
talked about it last episode.
Obviously, this is just part one. I got a lot more to say, but moral of the story is like, don't try forcing something because you feel like you want it, or you're chasing it, and don't try forcing anything. Just let things play out. Let things come to you, and what's supposed to happen is going to happen. Let fate take you away. Don't try to force it. Don't force it. Let fate happen.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
It's okay. This is why I have my own mic.
Um,
You can take it.
well, that's a great way to put it, babe. I love the way you put that. I love the way you spoke about that. Yeah, just let it happen and it'll come to you in the most unexpected and beautiful way. And that's how the most beautiful things develop is unexpectedly.
Organically. Just organically and just letting it happen. And like I said, not forcing things. Just, it all starts with forming a genuine connection. You don't want to go into a relationship trying to find a relationship. I don't think that's the way that you will find that healthy, long relationship you're looking for. I don't think it's going and finding that. Yeah, you by doing that, it might be like, oh well, this person's ready for a relationship, and so am I. How I see it is just get to know someone, become friends, because that's the most important thing, right? Don't go into something trying to think of a relationship and benefits, you know, and because all that does too is just put pressure on things. And one thing that has always been amazing, and I preach to you a lot, is that with our connection and friendship and everything, is that we never put pressure on anything because we were friends. And I think that really carries over to like now too, where we are still each other's best friend. And I think that translates a lot from how we started, how we were friends, and how our friendship kind of just like blossomed into a beautiful relationship that we have now. Like I said, the most important thing to your relationship is friendship and communication. That's big.
And respect.
And respect. Absolutely.
Okay, so those are Matthew's final thoughts. Mine are that we still have another part to do. And that I am forever grateful for how we met. Sometimes I do wish I could change things, that we met sooner and things, but honestly, we met at the perfect time and I wouldn't change it because we've done so much growing that we needed to do to find each other at the right moment.
I wouldn't change a thing.
But in the next life, I want to meet you sooner.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. So, Matthew, I'm gonna leave you with this question because we're gonna try to integrate a question at the end of the videos. So, what is your favorite part about being in any relationship? It doesn't mean, because we're talking about how we were best friends first and just friends, because friendship is a relationship or a relationship with family members or anything like that, or a relationship with your other friends. What is like your favorite thing about any relationship you've been in? Since that's our topic.
I don't know, maybe like you could say like companionship almost. You want me to hold it? Maybe like I would say companionship. It's a big part of any relationship, right? Like having a friend, right? And getting along with people. Um okay, hold on. What was your question again? Like my
What's your favorite thing about any
my
relationship?
favorite thing about any relationship. Yeah, like companionship is very important.
Top three. So
Top
companionship.
three. Companionship is yeah.
Oh my god, there's a spider. Let's wrap it up.
It's been there the whole time.
I know.
I've been
It's
watching it.
putting its web above me though.
I know, that's why I just grabbed something above my head. I was grabbing the web.
Alright, let's go.
Uh,
Companionship?
oh, this is really hard now that I feel on the spot. Companionship. Um, like comfortability, I think is very important too, because like,
Companionship, comfort.
well, yeah, because like if you are in a friendship with relationship, whatever it is, like it's important that you're comfortable. I find like you need to be comfortable to be yourself, right? Because like if not, you're not in the right crowd.
Yeah.
You should be able to be yourself and just be comfortable and have some fun. So I think that's important too. Um, and like just being genuine and yeah, being genuine is very important too, and straightforward and honest, and having that kind of that trust with people, right? I feel like those are pretty important, not just for a relationship, friendships as well. I think those are three really good qualities and things that you should have in a friendship or relationship. I think those are very important. Put it right here. Put my three things right here. We'll give you a minute. Those three. Those are very important. Janna, anything else you like to add?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really gotta go to the bathroom right now, so we're gonna wrap it up quick. Please subscribe, watch part one if you haven't watched it, and this is no, not part one. This is episode one, and this is episode two. And watch all my other videos and subscribe and leave a comment down below to the question. Bye, guys.
Part two coming soon.